Most passengers think the only free things on a cruise are the buffet, the pool, and the nightly shows. But if you're 65 or older, the truth is completely different. There are 15 hidden perks that cruise lines never advertise, and they're yours if you just know what to ask for. From free cabin upgrades to room service without the fee, these insider secrets can save you hundreds of dollars and make your cruise twice as comfortable. Here's the kicker. By the time you finish this video, you'll know more than 99% of passengers on board. While they're stuck waiting in long lines or paying extra fees, you'll be unlocking VIP treatment designed just for seniors. So before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, because I'm always uncovering cruise hacks the lines don't want you to know. And stick with me all the way to number 1, because that final perk is the biggest money saver of them all, and almost no one even knows it exists. Grab your drink, sit back, and let's start the countdown. Number 15. Priority boarding and tender help. Here's something most seniors don't know. You don't have to be in a wheelchair to qualify. If you're 65 or older and walking long distances is tiring or carrying heavy bags is tough, you can request what's called mobility assistance. This simple request unlocks several perks: early embarkation before the big crowds, priority access to elevators, help getting on and off tender boats, and even luggage assistance straight to your cabin. And here's the insider tip: you don't have to use it everywhere. If you're fine at easy ports but worried about tricky stops like rocky tender rides, you can request help only where you need it. The best part? This isn't a favor from the cruise line. It's your right under accessibility rules. If you ask, they cannot say no. Number 14. Free luggage assistance. One of the most overlooked perks for seniors is getting help with heavy bags. On embarkation day, hallways can feel endless, and dragging a suitcase all the way to your cabin can be exhausting. What most passengers don't realize is that you can simply ask for crew assistance, and they'll take your luggage directly to your stateroom at no extra cost. This service isn't just about convenience. It saves you from straining your back or starting your vacation already tired. And here's the insider tip. You can also request this on disembarkation day, when everyone's rushing off the ship with bags in hand. So instead of struggling with your luggage, remember, if you're 65 or older, you're entitled to have the crew handle it for you.
Number 13. Free room service. No delivery fee. Most passengers pay around $7.95 every time they order food to their cabin. But if you're 65 or older and have dietary needs, medication schedules, or mobility challenges, that fee can be completely waived. For example, if you take blood pressure pills with food, need an early breakfast before medication, or simply can't handle the crowded buffet lines, you qualify. Here is the insider tip. When you call room service, don't just say you want food delivered. Say, "I have senior dietary requirements linked to my medication schedule." That phrasing makes all the difference. And remember, it's not only about saving money, it's about making sure you eat at the times that keep you healthy and comfortable during your cruise. Number 12. Guaranteed early dining times. If you've ever struggled with late dinner seatings, here's good news. Seniors 65 and older can request guaranteed early dining. Most cruise lines don't advertise it, but it's built into their system. For example, Royal Caribbean allows seniors to lock in a 5 p.m. seating. Carnival gives priority at specialty restaurants, and Princess offers preferred dining times if you ask when booking. Why does this matter? Because many seniors take medications that need food at specific times, and eating earlier helps keep energy steady for evening shows or excursions. Here's the insider tip. Don't just ask, "Do you have early dining?" Instead, use the phrase, "I'd like to request senior dining accommodations." That language triggers their hidden policy and gets you what you want. This small change can turn dinner from a rushed, crowded hassle into a relaxed and enjoyable part of your cruise.
Number 11. VIP shore excursion treatment. Most people think excursions are one-size-fits-all, but seniors actually qualify for special accommodations that make the whole experience smoother.
If you're 65 or older, you can request priority boarding on excursion buses, reserved front row seating, and even extra time at each stop so you're not rushed. At more challenging ports, cruise lines may also provide alternative transport or an escort to help navigate tricky terrain. The key is to ask before the excursion begins, not once you're already in line. Here's the insider tip. You don't need to claim a wheelchair if you don't use one. Simply say, "I would like to request shore excursion accommodations due to senior mobility considerations." That one phrase unlocks hidden support most passengers never know exists. This means instead of feeling stressed or left behind, you can enjoy the sights at your own pace and still get back to the ship with ease. Number 10. Special seating in dining rooms. Most passengers take whatever table they're given, but seniors can actually request special seating arrangements. If you're 65 or older, you can ask to be placed at a quieter table, away from high-traffic areas like kitchen doors or busy walkways. This small change makes a big difference. You'll be able to hear conversations better, enjoy your meal without constant interruptions, and have easier access to servers when you need something. It's especially helpful for couples or seniors who may have hearing challenges. The insider tip here is simple. When booking or on embarkation day, ask the head waiter for senior dining accommodations with low traffic seating. Most of the time, they'll honor the request because cruise staff know how important comfort is for older guests. Instead of squeezing into noisy, crowded spaces, you'll enjoy relaxed meals in the best spots in the dining room. Number 9. Free cabin upgrades. Here's a secret many seniors don't realize. You can sometimes get a free cabin upgrade simply by asking. Cruise lines set aside certain rooms for accessibility and comfort needs, and if you're 65 or older, you may qualify to be moved. What kind of upgrades are we talking about? It could mean a cabin closer to the elevators so you don't have to walk long hallways, a room with grab bars and a more accessible bathroom, or even a balcony cabin that offers more space and comfort. The key is in how you ask. Don't demand an upgrade. Instead, politely explain any age-related comfort concerns. For example, difficulty with upper bunks, balance issues in the shower, or wanting to be near dining and medical facilities. When you frame it as a comfort request, guest services are much more likely to help. Here's the insider tip. Make the request early, either at embarkation or on the first day. That's when cabin adjustments are most flexible. By being respectful and specific, you can turn an average cabin into one that makes your entire cruise more enjoyable without paying an extra cent. Number 8. Birthday and anniversary perks. Cruise lines love celebrations, and seniors have a special advantage here. If you're marking a milestone like a 25th, 40th, or even 50th wedding anniversary, or if it's your birthday during the trip, you can unlock free perks most passengers don't know about. These can include a complimentary cake delivered to your dining table, a decorated stateroom, or even a free dinner at a specialty restaurant if you mention the occasion in advance. Some lines also offer surprise extras like champagne toasts or small gifts. The key here is timing. Don't wait until you're already on board. When you book your cruise, let the staff know about your celebration, and then remind guest services once you're on the ship. The insider tip, frame it as a milestone celebration. Cruise lines often have unpublished policies for big anniversaries, especially 50 years or more. By asking politely, you'll often get more than you expect. So instead of quietly celebrating on your own, you could be enjoying a ship-wide toast to your special day, all without paying extra.
Number 7. Discounted spa and wellness services. Many passengers skip the spa because treatments can be pricey, but here's a secret. Seniors can often enjoy discounts that aren't advertised anywhere. If you're 65 or older, you can ask directly at the spa desk about senior specials. And in many cases, you'll pay far less than the brochure price. One of the best times to take advantage of this is on port days, when most passengers are off the ship. That's when spas run hidden deals to fill empty slots. Massages, facials, and even access to thermal suites can drop significantly in price if you ask. The insider tip?
Don't just ask if there's a discount. Say, "Do you have any senior spa specials available today?" That specific wording usually makes staff check for unpublished offers. Instead of skipping the spa altogether, you can enjoy some well-deserved relaxation at a fraction of the cost other passengers are paying. Number 6. Senior discounts on classes and workshops. Cruises are full of activities, from cooking demos and wine tastings to art classes and fitness workshops. What most passengers don't realize is that many of these come with quiet senior discounts if you know to ask. If you're 65 or older, you can request reduced pricing for enrichment programs. It's not something they'll advertise in the daily planner, but staff are often authorized to give seniors a break on fees. Over a long cruise, that can save you a nice chunk of change. The insider tip: don't ask, "Are there discounts for this class?" Instead say, "Do you offer senior pricing for workshops or activities?" That phrasing usually gets you a better answer. So while others are paying full price to learn new skills on board, you'll be enjoying the same activities for less. Number 5. Escort assistance at complicated ports. Some ports are easy to navigate, but others can be stressful. Long ramps, crowded buses, or tricky tender boats. If you're 65 or older, you don't have to tackle these alone. Cruise staff can provide personal escort assistance to guide you safely through the process. This might mean a crew member walking with you to the excursion bus, helping you onto a tender boat, or making sure you get through crowded terminals without feeling rushed or overwhelmed. It's a small accommodation, but it makes a big difference in comfort and safety. The insider tip: request this before the ship arrives at port. Guest services can then arrange staff to meet you when you disembark. If you wait until the last minute, it's harder for them to coordinate. With a little planning, you can explore even the most complicated ports with confidence, knowing help is right by your side. Number 4. Reserved seating at shows. Evening shows are one of the highlights of a cruise, but the theaters fill up fast, and most passengers end up waiting in long lines just to grab a seat. Seniors, however, have an advantage here. If you're 65 or older, you can request reserved or priority seating. This usually means being placed in easy access spots, front rows, aisle seats, or sections that don't require climbing stairs. It not only saves you from the stress of rushing, but also ensures you get a clear view of the performance. The insider tip: don't wait until the show starts. Speak with guest services or the theater staff earlier in the day and ask about senior seating accommodations. That phrasing signals your request is based on accessibility, not preference. Instead of standing in line or ending up in the back, you'll be sitting comfortably in some of the best seats in the house. Number 3. Extra time for activities and excursions. Cruise schedules are often tight, and activities can feel rushed. But if you're 65 or older, you can ask for extra time during excursions and certain onboard activities. Tour guides and staff are trained to adjust the pace when seniors request accommodations. That might mean slowing down a walking tour, giving you a few extra minutes at rest stops, or making sure you're not rushed when reboarding buses and tenders. The insider tip: don't wait until you're already on the tour. When you book, or before leaving the ship, say, "I'd like to request senior accommodations for extra time." That way the staff knows in advance and can adjust the schedule for you. Instead of feeling pressured to keep up, you'll enjoy every moment at your own pace without the stress of being left behind. Number 2. Future cruise discounts, up to 30%. Cruise lines rarely talk about this, but seniors often qualify for big savings on their next trip, sometimes up to 30% off. These aren't loyalty perks you have to earn. They're quiet discounts cruise lines use to encourage seniors to come back. How does it work? If you're 65 or older, you can sometimes be fast-tracked into higher loyalty tiers, which unlock things like free drinks, internet, and priority boarding much sooner. If you require any medical accommodations on your current cruise, guest services may also offer you future booking discounts as an incentive to return. Here's the insider tip. Before you disembark, go to guest services and ask, as a senior traveler, what future cruise discounts or accommodations are available. This simple phrase often reveals offers most passengers never hear about. Instead of paying full price like everyone else, you could be sailing your next cruise at a much lower cost, with even more perks included.
Free laundry and pressing services. Laundry is one of the most expensive extras on a cruise. A single bag can cost as much as a nice dinner. But here's the secret. Seniors can often get free or heavily discounted laundry and pressing services simply by asking. Why does this matter? On longer cruises, clean clothes can mean the difference between packing light and dragging around extra suitcases. For seniors, cruise lines know self-service laundry rooms aren't always practical, so many quietly waive fees or include pressing as a courtesy. The insider tip: when you board, visit guest services and ask, do you offer laundry accommodations for senior passengers? In many cases, they'll provide vouchers, reduced rates, or even complimentary service. This final perk can save you a surprising amount of money and make your cruise far more comfortable. While others are scrambling to wash clothes in a tiny sink, you'll have fresh, pressed outfits delivered straight to your cabin. And there you have it, 15 hidden cruise perks for seniors that most passengers never even hear about. The cruise lines don't advertise these because every free service cuts into their profits, but now you know exactly what to ask for and the words that get a yes. So, which of these perks surprised you the most? Have you ever tried one of them on your own cruise? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your experiences. If this video helped you, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe for more cruise hacks the lines don't want you to know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on board.